All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the Lakeland Rotary Club. My name is Joel Ivy. I'm so happy that you could join us. We've got a special deal going today. We're live and in person from Lone Palm. Everybody kind of wave your hands and let us know that. All right, we also have a group that is in, where are they?
They're at
Spring Hill Suites. Can you guys say something? Yeah, John Lamb.
Yeah, hey guys.
Hello. Look how fancy we are.
Oh, wow. Hello.
All right, that's enough. Order. Mr. Mark Kutek is going to lead us in pledge, the invocation, and to recite the four-way test. Mark, of course, is the CEO of the Early Learning Coalition of Polk County, serving VPK programs to 4-year-olds, including Donna McWilliams. He's over 3 years as a Rotarian. So, Mark, would you please lead us in the invocation?
Yes, sir, President Joel. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we pray before you today and ask that you continue to guide us and protect us. We ask that you especially watch over our local and national leaders, those who protect us, foreign and domestic, and pray equally for those battling COVID and other health issues. Father, we come together in the spirit of service to our community and ask that you continue to show us the path to creating a better life for everyone we touch. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. And the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And the four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? President Joel.
Mark, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Now, moving on to the introduction of guests and visiting Rotarians, we have live and in person our own Trey Harden, who is also our board secretary.
Thank you, President Joel. Welcome, everyone, today. I saw that we have Doug McCall on the line as a visiting Rotarian and also John Lout as one of our guests. Do we have any other guests or visiting Rotarians?
Trey, this is Don Selvage. It's my pleasure to introduce Carol Hornsby, who's not really a guest, I guess. She's been scheduled for Rotary information. So welcome back, Carol. And John Lout, who has, I've submitted him for application to rejoin the Lakeland Rotary Club. So John and Carol, I think, are both here. So welcome.
Thank you, Don, and welcome, John and Carol. Do we have any other guests or visiting Rotarians? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Trey. And here for Doug McCall. We've got to see what's up with that. Moving on to Happy Dollars. If there's anybody that would like to make a Happy Dollar announcement, please unmute yourself and speak up. I hear crickets. There's Doug McCall. I can see your picture. Good to see you, sir.
I have a Happy Dollar.
All right, Carol.
I really just want to say thanks to Mark Skolnick for putting on a great event for our World Polio Day on Saturday. I think we had a pretty good turnout online, but we were so lucky to have Ravi Ravindran, who is the International Past President and who is currently the chair of our Rotary International Polio in Polio Now Committee. He gave a lot of really, really good information. So thank you, Mark. And also thank you, Trey and Jack, for a fabulous golf tournament. It was so much fun on Friday, and I think we raised a lot of money. So thank you.
Thank you, Past President Carroll. Appreciate that. Any other Happy Dollars?
All right, we have a Happy Dollar over here at Spring Hill Suites.
All right.
We are also happy to be together. And I heard the tournament went great, but I was happy to be at Southeastern for our homecoming. So that went off well and no hiccups and everybody was safe. And that's it.
All right, great. Thank you, Gwen.
You each get 10 cents for that happy dollar.
I would also like to put in a happy dollar and on behalf of Kim Brunson for working so hard to bring this event together. In this, Kim and team, excuse me, she's quick to say. We're already exhausted here and we barely even got started with the program. So I know she must be worn out completely. So Kim, thank you, great job. And team, thank you, great job. Any other happy dollars? All right, hearing none, we'll move into announcements. Let's talk a little bit about the golf tournament. Trey, you want to take that? Sure.
Thank you, Joel. We had our golf tournament on Friday, as Carol was saying, and everything went well. We ended up with a full field of golfers and had a nice dinner following with a silent auction. And we don't have all the numbers in yet, but I think we did very well. The proceeds will go to Feeding Tampa Bay as well as to help buy the AEDs for the LPD. So just wanted to thank all of the people that played, all of the volunteers, all of the sponsors, and especially thank my committee. So everyone did a great job, and thank you very much.
All right, Trey, thank you. We got to attend a good part of that golf tournament, and I can tell you everybody had a great time. Trey, Jack, you guys did an awesome job. Thank you so much for representing. Very much appreciated. Veterans Day ceremony. Don, you or Gary, would you like to take that?
I don't see Gary here, so I'll take it. As I've said before, our annual Veterans Day ceremony is Saturday, November the 7th at 10 o'clock down at Lakeland Veterans Memorial Park. It's a combination Rotary and Polk County Veterans Council event. And we've combined the annual Rotary breakfast salute to veterans with this event. So I hope you can make it. It's at 10 o'clock. We'll have the COVID-19 precautions in place, be outdoors. It'll go from about 10 and probably end by 11:30 or so. So I hope to see you there.
Don, thank you so much. Thank you and Gary both for continuing to take this on behalf of our veterans and for both of your service. Thank you. Moving on then to Vista mailboxes. Tyler Davis, I'm not going to say reluctantly agreed, but he agreed to take on the Vista mailboxes this year. Tyler, do you want to speak through that a little bit?
Tyler's not on the meeting. He sent an email that he was showing a property and wouldn't be able to make it.
So Tyler's not here. Anyway, we are going to be organizing the Vista mailbox deliveries. Vista has set up a program to make it safe for people to do these deliveries. There's a specific process and technique that we're supposed to be using. So Tyler is going to be coordinating that for us to have a pickup spot. And we'll learn more about that. We've got plenty of time. So we'll learn more about that as time goes. But we do appreciate Tyler taking that on. Does anyone else have any announcements they'd like to make? Excellent. Hearing none, we'll move on to the program. Our program is going to be introduced by Kim. Kim is the business relationship manager with Publix. She's on the board of directors. She is our program chair, which is why we're all here in person right now. Kim is a 7-year Rotarian and is doing a great job. So Kim, please introduce our guest.
Thank you, President Joel. Can you hear me? Okay. So it's my pleasure and honor to introduce Katie Yoxall. She's Executive Director of Keep Polk County Beautiful. She's been with the organization for 15 years. The mission of Keep Polk County Beautiful is to empower individuals to take greater responsibility for enhancing their community environment. This is a nonprofit organization, works with civic, business, government, educational, and community groups across the county to improve the aesthetic and ecological value of our communities through various educational presentations and projects involving litter control and prevention, beautification, waste reduction, recycling, and proper handling and disposal of solid waste. It was my pleasure to meet Katie probably 7 or 8 years ago when I was Keep Florida Beautiful's chair, and it's just such an honor that Polk County sets the bar. So with that, Katie, welcome.
Hi, can you hear me? Yeah? Awesome. I'm going to admit to you all that I am extremely nervous. I don't get nervous very easily. I usually give presentations in person. I wear something shiny. I move around a lot. So giving like a digital presentation is a little new for me. So be patient with me if I glitch a little. I talked to Amanda. She's awesome. She's going to help me out, hopefully. But I'm here to tell you guys a little bit about Keep Polk County Beautiful. So give me just a moment and let me pull up a presentation for you. Can you all see it? Are we good? Awesome. Okay. Once again, my name is Katie Yoxall. I'm the Executive Director of Keep Polk County Beautiful. I've been here for 15 years. I love everything that we do. Our mission is to empower individuals to take greater responsibility for enhancing their community environment. We are out there working with civic, business, government, educational communities, as well as school groups, trying to educate them on litter control, litter prevention, awareness, and providing all the proper disposal techniques and supplies needed to do all of that. We definitely provide unduplicated services that really there are no other organizations here in Polk County that offer those. And I'll talk a little bit more about those. So I have a couple of very full pages of projects and programs, and I'm sure you guys are all super excited for me to read every single one of those, right? Yeah, me neither. So I'll hit some of our main events, especially the Adopt a Road program. I'm sure many of you guys have seen this program as you guys are driving through Polk County. It has the Adopt a Road sign and it'll list your group. This program is an amazing program. And I'll talk a little bit more about it. But we run the Adopt a Road, America Recycles Day, beautification, cigarette litter prevention, the Clean It Up to Green It Up, community cleanups, community literacy and butterfly gardens. We do create those and build those inside schools. Derelict vessel removal cleanup and vegetation overgrowth cleanup. We participate in the Great American Cleanup, which is a national program through Keep America Beautiful. We do illegal dump site cleanup, the International Coastal Cleanup, litter enforcement, where we work with Polk County Sheriff's Office, who has an environmental crimes unit. We work with them directly on cleaning up illegal dump site and also helping those who have been victimized. We run the litter hotline for Polk County. We run a litter index survey. We run the litter trooper program. We do project tire and tire recycling programs. And of course, speaking engagement programs, as well as waterway cleanup and kayak programs. So here we are with the Adopt a Road program. This is one of my favorite programs. When I first started 15 years ago, we had maybe 10 adopted roads. And the job I was given was to answer the phone and manage and maintain the Adopt a Road program. I love this program. Right now we have 71 Adopt a Road groups. We are always promoting this program. It is a completely free program. So if your group, if your family, if your church, if your school has not considered adopting a road, please do. It is completely free. All you have to do is volunteer your time. So you pick any county roadway, and it does have to be county. I will talk a little bit more about cities in a few minutes. But it does have to be a county roadway. It has to be 1 mile. You adopt it for 2 years, and you have to clean it 8 times during the year. Of those cleanups, we do participate in the Great American Cleanup, which runs March, April, and May. If you pre-register, you get a wonderful t-shirt as well as a ticket to Bach Tower, which we'll talk about that too. And of course, we provide you with your trash bags, litter grabbers, safety vests, gloves, and we place signs on your road that say that you've adopted this road. So again, if you haven't considered it, definitely consider it. It's a great advertising tool. It's a great way for you to get out, get involved in your community, and it is completely free. It does not cost you anything. We'll even come back by and we'll pick up your bag trash. No cost to you, completely free. There will be a test at the end of this. Remember, completely free, great program. If you're not involved, please get involved. Great program. Again, free. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. We also participate in community cleanups, illegal dump site cleanup, and we have a lot of law enforcement collaboration. Recently, we were just honored, I guess it was probably in the last 5 years, for our law enforcement collaboration. We were one of the only affiliates within the Keep America Beautiful affiliate network that had a strong partnership with law enforcement. The Environmental Crimes Unit used to be called Litter Deputies through the Sheriff's Office. They were created about the same time Keep Polk County Beautiful was introduced into Polk County. So our partnership goes hand in hand. We work very closely with those deputies. We do help them out regularly. They help us out. They're at all of our events. We've written some, behind me, some law enforcement collaboration guides that Keep America Beautiful has adopted, and we've been a big part of that. We also provide a dumpster program for communities requesting community-based cleanups. And in some special cases, if we come across some indigent property owners that have code liens or violations that have grown quite a bit, we are able to provide dumpsters for those individuals through our donated dumpsters through our waste haulers to help them clean up their property as well as their community. So listed are some supplies that we give for our community cleanups: trash bags, gloves, safety vests, litter grabbers, signs, and then the waste hauling for it as well. These are some pictures that you guys can see of some of the work that we've done. That's Deputy Jones up in the corner placing a camera to catch illegal dumping. To the left is a dump site that we cleaned up not too long ago. We do partner with groups to do cleanups, and that's a picture of Walmart as well as the Haines City Police Department. So these are some pictures of cleanups that we've done. So the Great American Cleanup is our once a year big nationwide push to participate in a community-based cleanup. That runs March, April, and May, and I talked about it a little bit with the Adopt a Road program. So anybody that wants to join in this program, whether you are in city limits or you are within the county, anywhere that you are in Polk County can participate in the Great American Cleanup. The city of Bartow usually participates with us. The city of Haines City participates with us on this. Lakeland does. We also work with Dundee and the smaller communities throughout Polk County to provide the services during the Great American Cleanup. But it's an awesome incentive. It's a great way for you to give back to your community. For those of you guys that have students in school, it's a great way to get community service hours. And again, you're giving up, 4 hours of your time, and you're going to have a huge end result. You've given back to your community. You've had a great cleanup. The first 2,000 volunteers who pre-register do receive a t-shirt and a ticket to Bach Tower. And of course, again, we provide all the cleanup supplies that you need. And if you're doing a large scale community-based cleanup where you're focusing on a large area that we know, as long as you request in writing beforehand, we can probably arrange for dumpsters or specific trash pickup for that area. These are some pictures of the Great American Cleanup. We've done all kinds of different projects with it. It doesn't have to be cleanup. It can be beautification, where you can see where we've painted pavilions, we've planted plants, we get schools involved. All different kinds of community groups get involved with this program. This is our new t-shirt concept for this year. I love it. We went back to natural Florida. And then here's some of our sponsors listed. So if your company sponsors or you as an individual do sponsor us throughout the year, and sponsorships start at $250, you do get listed on our Great American Cleanup t-shirts. The Clean It Up to Green It Up program is a new program that, and I keep saying it's new. I've been here forever, so everything's new if it didn't start with me. It was created in 2011, and it's to give residents the opportunity to dispose of garbage that is non-contractual trash. So we choose, on average, anywhere from 7 to 12 communities every year. And we choose those communities based off of how many phone calls we receive. Code enforcement, our county commissioners give us a list of ones that they want to see. Environmental crimes, the litter hotline, all of that comes into play on deciding the community areas. A lot of these areas that we visit with the Clean It Up to Green It Up area have a high transient population or a high tenant turnover rate. And so there's a lot of move outs or clean outs. So this kind of trash tends to accumulate on the roadside. When I say non-contractual trash, I'm talking about construction debris, remodeling debris, shingles, roofing, concrete, logs. Logs are not picked up with your regular residential garbage. And any kind of bulk that was mixed in, like if you had mixed pile sitting out by the curb, it would be tagged by the waste hauler. Code enforcement would notify you and say they can't pick this up. You have so many days to correct it. And then if you don't, usually a violation is placed on the property owner. But this is the opportunity for those property owners that live within the selected cleanup area to clean up that trash and not incur any fines or problems, and it cleans up that trash. The best part about this program, or I feel it is this program, we work with the waste haulers to pick these items up curbside. So you don't have to haul the trash to me. We come around and we pick it up from you. But it also picks up from vacant lots. So we've seen a lot of vacant lot dumping, and a lot of people who live in communities, they don't want to set their trash out in front of their house. So I'll set it right here next door where this empty lot is. Well, that empty lot is non-billable, so nobody's going to pick it up for garbage, and it's going to sit there and everything's going to grow around it. It's going to rain a million times. You're going to have a herd of cats living in there. And somebody has to clean up this trash at some point. So with this program, we do clean that up. These are our totals for the 2019-2020 Clean It Up to Green It Up program alone. With that program, we cleaned up 277,000 pounds of trash. And that is a low number. We were definitely affected by COVID, and we had to cut out about 3 to 4 of our cleanups that we were planning on. Usually with this, we clean up probably about 700,000 pounds of trash with this cleanup program. And on average, it's 7,000 to 10,000 tires that we collect with this Clean It Up to Green It Up program. That year, we only cleaned up 3,500 tires. Now, we did host a special tire recycling event during the summer to kind of make up for it, and that was this last August. And at that tire recycling event, we collected over 2,000 tires. So we definitely offer programs that are unduplicated. There are no other agencies that I know of here in Polk County that run tire recycling or tire collection events. So like I said, on average, 7,000 to 10,000 tires we take and make sure that they are properly disposed of. Last year with the Clean It Up to Green It Up program, we did East Rockridge in the Woods, Skyview, Eaton Park, Crystal Lake, and South Cumbie, Gordonville, Gordon Heights, Connorsville, Waverly, Dundee, and Lake Hamilton, and Medela and South Lakeland. So this year we do have a cleanup schedule already set, and these are the areas that we plan to visit. This past weekend, we did Janville Village, Sun Acres, and Lake Thomas, and we had the Bartow Tire Recycling event. And at this tire recycling event, we collected 1,600 tires. And that, again, is a good number, but our numbers, because of COVID, have changed quite a bit. So November 7th, we'll be visiting Juanita and Eloise. The 14th, we're going to have an individual community cleanup out in Florence Villa in the old Boggy Bottom community. So if you guys want to volunteer and you are looking for a great volunteer opportunity, this November 14th event will be a fun event, especially because this community is desperately in need of cleanup as well as services. So if you guys want to get out, you're like, what am I going to do this weekend? Oh, I'll go hang out with Katie. November 14th, Florence Villa. It'll be fun. December 5th, we have Inwood. And then, of course, you see our 2021 schedule. That's my typo. Let's not pay attention to that. So there are some pictures of some of our Clean It Up to Green It Up program. And then that's my little ladybug. That's Sadie the ladybug. I'm sure you guys have all seen her around. But these are tires from a tire recycling event, and these are properties that we have picked up this trash at the curb. So this kind of trash is not normally picked up. If you see it sitting there, it'll be tagged, but we do pick up this trash. These are actual pictures from our cleanup of trash that we picked up within these cleanups. And then this is just a little bit of information about our tire recycling events. Again, I've told you we are the only ones that run these. On average, we used to run 12 a year, but because Wheelabrator closed, the cost of tires has gone from $80 a ton to $300 a ton. So we've noticed a major increase of dumping of trash and tires, but we've had to cut back a little bit on how many events we host, but we're still collecting just as many. The tire collection event rules are listed. There is a legal hauling limit of 24 tires. So for any of you guys that have tires, please take advantage of our tire recycling events. Please don't hoard them. Don't love them. Don't name them. Don't keep them in your backyard hoping they'll have little tire babies. Let's get rid of them, dispose of them properly. You like my tire baby comment? That was awesome, right? I know. Please dispose of them properly. However, legal hauling limit of 24. And then we can't take off-road, tractor, floater, semi-tires, or tracks. So rule of thumb with our tire events are if you can't lift them, neither can I. So please don't bring them. If you have to have assistance from 3 of your best friends loading them in your truck, please don't bring them to my events. They actually are not considered tires when they are that large, and they would go to a separate place in a different part of the landfill. This is another program that is very unique to our organization. We noticed several years ago that there is a desperate need for derelict vessel removal in our county. A derelict vessel is an inoperable drivable machine. So, but when we talk about derelict vessel, we're talking about old boats that you can no longer drive. They're partially submerged. They're halfway underwater. They become part of a reef. Your neighbor bought this houseboat thinking it was a great idea back in the 70s, but now, we're in 2020 and the whole front bow is underwater. What do you do with it? So we've noticed that a lot of people tend to lose hope when it comes to these. And oftentimes they cut these loose and they end up blocking our canal systems or our waterway systems. There are some state and federal funds available. However, the process of requesting those funds, it does take quite a while to get those funds in. So we've been working with the Sheriff's Office, and we've been very blessed through some small grants through community partnerships such as Florida's Natural Growers, where we were able to write small grants. Public supermarkets charities have been wonderful in giving us funding for our waterway cleanups, but they assist us in helping to remove this as well as vegetation to clear up navigational hazards. So we do have that program. We work very closely with the Sheriff's Office. So if you know of any derelict vessels, please don't hesitate to report those to the Sheriff's Office or our office, and we can see what we can do about getting those removed. In addition to that, you guys know we are the home of over 550 lakes. We have more shoreline than any other county in the state of Florida based off of our lakes. So because of this, we offer several different kinds of waterway cleanups, but we also have a kayak program We have 6 single and 2 double kayaks and supplies available. So if you guys wanted to do a team building or a waterway cleanup, we're happy to bring out our kayaks to those waterways. These are some pictures from some derelict vessels that we've removed in the last couple of years. The one in the top, it actually had been there for 14 years. For 14 years, the property owner was not able to use their property because when they purchased it, somebody had before them had let somebody park their houseboat there, and it just became, an eyesore. And when we remove it, the gators get a little cranky. We're taking their home, we're taking the baby nests, but we do remove that and we try to restore the shoreline back to its natural vegetation and beauty. So those are some pictures of that. We also have a lot of education programs and projects. So we do participate in Earth Day at Bach Tower, as well as within the schools. We do the Great American Teach-In. I love this part of my job. Kids love to talk about litter. They want to save the world. They want to clean up the earth. And that is what it's about. It's educating people, and it's grabbing people when they're young and they love this kind of thing so that they grow up their entire life changing the world one day at a time. So I also encourage you guys who have not participated in any of the Earth Day programs or the Great American Teach-In through your companies, your businesses, or your community organizations, definitely participate in these. Children make the difference, and we're the ones educating and teaching them. Every year we offer an awards recognition program. So if you guys decide to adopt a road, you'll be invited to this. It's a lot of fun. Look, Kim, you're right there. Do you see you? You're so pretty. Sorry, Mariucci. You're not on this one. I'm very sorry. So for those of you guys that don't know, I have 2 board members in your Rotary. I'm super excited. I've got Kim Brunson, who I love. I see your reaction. You love it. Woo! I love her. And Rick Mariucci, for those of you guys that haven't gotten to super know him personally, he is amazing. You'll love him too. Woo, Mariucci. Again, sorry, I didn't include him in any of these pictures. But this is our awards recognition program that we do once a year. It's a lot of fun. We have it catered by one of our board members, Loylock, amazing barbecue artist. That's what we're going to call him. Hey, Kim, next time you talk to him, tell him I threw it out there. He's an artist. Bernie Little always sponsors it. So we have wonderful drinks. We have some great awards. We have a live band. We have a great time. It's a lot of fun. And those of you guys that participate, Adopt a Road, or within our community cleanups, you're invited to come out to this. It's a fundraiser for us. So we also have an awesome silent auction. Definitely, if you guys just want to see what we're about, come out to our annual awards program. It's in February every year, and it's out at Leland Young's barn. And he's amazing. We love him. So for those of you guys that would like to participate inside the city limits of Lakeland, Polk County is very unique within the Keep America Beautiful systems. We actually have 3 affiliates inside of Polk County, which is rare. But what happened is Winter Haven Clean and Beautiful was the very first Keep America Beautiful affiliate inside the state of Florida. And they covered the city limits of Winter Haven. And then Lakeland Clean and Beautiful was established, and they covered the city limits of Lakeland. But what about the rest of Polk County? So then Keep Polk County Beautiful was established 25 years ago. So we all work hand in hand. We all partner very closely. So if you were to call me and say, hey, I want to do this cleanup and it's inside the city of Lakeland, I would actually refer you to Lakeland, or I would contact Lakeland directly for you and make that connection for you guys so that they can assist you with the program. And if it's a program that they don't offer and just one that we offer, we would still provide everything that you guys need with inside the city. So Lakeland Clean and Beautiful is reestablishing their programs and affiliation with Keep America Beautiful. So they're on the baby steps of becoming big again. They, for a while, went kind of dormant. So we're working really closely with them, Keep Florida Beautiful and Keep America Beautiful, to get them back. However, there are several cleanup programs available through the city of Lakeland. Jessica Schilling is wonderful. You'll love her. So if you guys are wanting to do a lakes cleanup or an adopt a shore program, they offer that. And then they also do like a street cleanup program as well. You can contact Jessica, tongue-tied on that one. You can contact Jessica Schilling, and I attached her information right there, so that you can contact her and arrange directly through her. And then, like I said, if it's a program that she doesn't offer, you can definitely reach back out to me. So thank you for all of our sponsors that help keep Polk County beautiful. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Even though it says Polk County in our name, we are a nonprofit organization. We work very closely with our county. We are an extension of them, but we are not the county. So our funding directly comes from sponsorships as well as grants, whether they're government or federal grants or state grants. Our funding is outsourced that way. We do receive funding from the county to run some programs and to keep a close partnership within our community. And then, of course, here's our information. It's super simple to remember, you guys. It's keeppolkcountybeautiful.org, right? Easy peasy. If you go to keeppolkcountybeautiful.com, you'll get me. So even if you mess up on that one, you got .com, you're still going to come back to me. But it is keeppolkcountybeautiful.org. Let's say you forget that and you type in litterbugsme.org. Guess what? You get me again. And my email is on there as well. Our phone number is listed. You're welcome to call anytime you need anything. And anytime you guys need anything that has to do with community-based cleanups, you contact our office. Anything that has to do with litter or dumping or roadside garbage, or you've driven down a road and you've seen a lot of trash, or you want somebody to come and speak at a school, or you want an education program, or you have a community event, reach out to us and we'll be happy to help. I keep saying us, it's because I'm talking about, all the crazy voices in my head and my board members, but you'll always get me. It's just me. I'm an office of one. Does anybody have any questions? I'm supposed to look at the chat, right?
Yes, Katie, we do have questions. No, I got them for you, okay?
Awesome.
All right, so the first question is from Don Selvage, and he would like to know if you have measured or know whether your group's efforts have made a difference over time in getting people to litter less, or are you seeing the same level of litter out in the community year after year?
Okay, so that's kind of a hard question to answer. It depends on where we're measuring. We do a litter index survey of areas every year. Every year we do a survey of an area that we're present in, and a lot of those areas we've seen a decrease. However, the areas that have high tenant turnover or high transient, or we have a lot of the new communities that we see come in, those we haven't measured the same way. I feel like it's an uphill battle with litter. You have to take it one person at a time. You have to change one person's action at a time. But in those communities that we've monitored within that litter index survey area that we are physically present in, that we participate in, that we do cleanups in, those we have seen a decrease.
Okay, great. The next question is from Mark Skolnick, and he is wondering about whether you do disposal or recycling of electronics. And if you don't, maybe where can we recycle electronics, or what do you recommend?
Okay, so I don't. That takes a lot of permitting. However, Polk County's household hazardous waste facility within the landfill, they do accept electronics. You can visit their website. I think it's polkwastewise.net. You can visit their website. It'll tell you the hours that they are open for you to dispose of electronics and household hazardous waste. We do partner with them on mobile collection events, which this last weekend in Bartow was a mobile collection event. There's one in December, which is a mobile collection event, which is on a Saturday. We'll be in Winter Haven. In February, we'll be in Lakeland at Lakeland Solid Waste. They will be collecting electronics, household hazardous waste, and I'll be collecting tires. And they also have another mobile collection event in March that is inside Haines City.
Okay, great. Very good. We've got a lot of questions. Lively group today. Okay, the next question is about whether citizens have the ability to haul their own trash directly to the landfill. And maybe you could describe the process of that, trash and tires.
Okay, so residents, of course, can take their own trash to the landfill. However, it is not a free disposal. Many, many years ago, it used to be you could take your trash to the landfill, and as long as you could show proof of residency, and I say many years ago, this was probably like probably older than that, 20 years ago, and you show proof of residency and you're allowed to dispose. Now, if you're hauling trash that's not picked up by your waste hauler and you haul it to the landfill, there is a fee. I think it's $37.50 a ton, which a ton is a lot of trash. That's 2,000 pounds of trash. And there's a $10 minimum. I know when I've done some home repair projects, like when I redid all my floor, and when I say I redid, like me and Philip were out there like redoing our floor. When we hauled that, we took probably 3 trailer loads full of flooring, and we maybe spent $65. But you can, as an individual, haul your own trash to the landfill, but there is a fee for it, and it's $37.50 a ton, I believe. As far as tires go, yes, residents can take their tires to the landfill. There is a limit of what they'll accept from residents. I'm not familiar with that. I can't speak on behalf of that. But I do know that their fees are what we pay, which are $300 a ton.
Okay, very good. Now we have a question from the group at Spring Hill Suites, and that is, how can people report littering if they see somebody littering out in the community? Who should they call?
Okay, so if you see somebody littering, like somebody throws a wrapper out their window, we do have a litter trooper program, which we actually have forms available for you to jot down their information, where you take down their tag number, the vehicle description, all of that information, the type of littering, where it was. And then we submit that to the Sheriff's Office Environmental Crimes Unit, and they follow up with that. However, if you witness somebody illegally dumping, like somebody pulled over onto the side of the road and they're offloading their truck, we ask that you don't confront those people. We actually had a situation a few years ago where one of our board members confronted one of them, and that guy actually went on like a murder spree. It was insane afterwards. So I got yelled at, my board member got yelled at. We were told, stop confronting people when they're illegally dumping. So don't confront them. Take down their information if you can. Take a picture if you can, and call the sheriff's office immediately. Let them know of the location and the type of vehicle, a description, and they'll dispatch somebody directly to that. Because illegal dumping it depends on how much it is, but anything over 40 pounds is considered a felony.
All right, very good. And finally, last question. This is from Mayor Mutz. He, first of all, congratulates you on doing a great job on your presentation. And he would like to know a little bit about your camera program. Do you find that cameras are more effective as a deterrent, or in actually, catching and penalizing offenders?
So it's technically the Sheriff's Office program. We've assisted them a few times with placing, and especially in some hot spots that we've worked a few times with illegal dumping. Cameras are, one, hopefully nobody steals them. But two, it depends on their placement. If they're placed well enough and they're able to catch tag numbers, they're great. I know they have some up in Poinciana right now, and they've actually written several cases and done some major charges on a lot of illegal dumping up in that area. I think it's kind of a double-edged sword. Sometimes you'll see where somebody will put up like a no dumping sign, and then the next day you'll drive by and there'll be a couch sitting in front of it. So I feel like cameras are the same way. Sometimes they work amazing. They're doing what they're supposed to do. That's a great thing. It deters people once they know it's monitored. They stay away from it. And then sometimes they're like, oh, joke's on you. Catch me if you can. and they try and throw them out there. So we still try to promote anything that the sheriff's office is out there doing. So if they're out there placing cameras to try and catch and deter, we're definitely promoting it with them. They're the experts in that.
Okay, thanks so much. I don't see any other questions.
Okay, well, awesome. Thank you all for having me. If you guys have any questions or anything, if you would like information on our Litter Trooper program or our forms, you can always access them on our website, peoplecountybeautiful.org. I guess .com's okay, but .org. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me.
Hey, thank you so much. What an informative program. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you keep Polk County beautiful. You're obviously passionate about what you do, and we certainly appreciate you sharing your time with us. I have, and I'm going to get this to you, I promise, maybe via Kim, but this highly sought out and coveted book that says the Lakeland Rotary Club on it. You can take your notes and just, continue to do the great things that you're doing. Thank you for your passion and your commitment to your job. It's obvious that you do care, so thank you so much. At this point, I'd like to thank the visiting Rotarians and our guests, Doug McCall, thank you again for joining us, John Lout and Carol Hornsby again. Thank you all for being part of our meeting today. Our weekly quote, there is no Wi-Fi in the forest, but you will find a better connection. I think we'd all agree that would be true. Next week's program is Arletta Black Torres. She's going to talk to us about live music that endures, specifically with our own ISO. We look forward to having that meeting. So absent any protest to the contrary, I would call this meeting adjourned.